ithute go koba dilo tse dingwe di-credit card a e botlhokwa lebele di-account tse ntšhi ga di botlhokwa.
Credit, first of all, involves lots of extra expenses. And you're actually spending money that you don't have.
Ngizothi financially secure. Ngilo mama mina. Noma ungababuza bazokutshela ukuthi uthi mama mawuthi imali athi I've got this.
Sepedi siri bana ba motho ba ngwathelana tlhowana ya tšhini na wena o le mmogedi ko gae o ka gotlelela go ba mo kamanong le molekane wa gago ga re kopaneng le bone. Lebitso la ka ke Mareka wa ga Malachi. I'm blessed with 3 kids, biological, and the firstborn is a daughter, my daughter who's 28 years old. The second-born is my son who's 25 years old, and my last-born is 18. And again, only 3 other kids that I've adopted. One age is 10, 8, and 6. It is everybody's wish to be financially stable. You cannot depend on one well. You know, o tshwantse o be le di-sources tse ntšhinyana tsa go generate income. I bereka ko Department of Education as an education specialist. Ke bereka ka bana ba nang le learning challenges. Re ba thusa gore ba itse go phela ka di-problems tsa bona. I'm a businesswoman. Ke na le an after-school care center where I take care of kids ge ba boa ko dikolong tsa bona. Ke presenter ya Relate. Abuse is unacceptable. So ke nyaka gore gona mo you must apologize. And I also do tendering. And then hape ke gore I'm a servant of God. I'm a pastor. Ke dilo tse ke di dirang. I grew up in a family where my father was doing everything. So I believe I've learned from my father over the business and you know, understanding as a single parent, pila o tshwantse go dise bana o tshwantse o ire gore bana ba gago ba ska go nyatsa ba iputsise gore marage basadi ba bangwe o re bontate ba bangwe ba ira so wena o bo le ko kae. As soon as ke thoma go bereka, because of what I've already mentioned, gore ke bone ka ntataka o ba save ka ditsela tse fapa-fapanang tse ile gore di fapana le tsa rena tsa go save tšhelete. Nna ke thomile go save and ka use different modes of saving money. Go na le di scheme tse ile gore you can engage yourself mo tsona and wa kgona go save tšhelete. Ko mmerekong go na le di-scheme nyana tse lo kere re beya tšhelete ka mogare ga banka ene re di share mafelong a ngwaga. Go na di-shopo tse ntšhi tse kgolo tse ile gore ba re thusa ka tsela ya go save ditšhelete tseo. So re na le gore re beye tšhelete mo di-shopong tseo gore mafelo a ngwaga re kgone go reka whatever or re use tšhelete ya rena ka mokgwa re nyakang ka gona. Challenges, financial challenges. There was some time when my car was repossessed, and then go sale ya tsiwa and ba itsia ka baka la gore ke pala go patela. Ke ile ka ithuta gore you know go na dilo tse dingwe tsa go ba tse gore motho ba extravagant mo ile gore o ira o ke compare le batho ba bangwe ba ka mo next door o sa tsebe gore bona ba kry-a ditšhelete ko kae. So ka ipotsa gore mo bophelong go na dilo tse dingwe tse ile gore o tshwantse o ithute tsone ka stopa go ke compare le batho ba bangwe ka tseba gore go na le nako e ile gore le nna ke tla ba kaone. So I ka stika mo go se ile gore ke kgona go se dira. bana baka ba ba tsena dikolo tse le gore di bitsa gore ke di the so-called model C's, and then I did not want to compromise the life ya bana baka or education ya bana baka, but nna ka ipotsa gore go na le dilo tse dingwe tse le gore nka dire ke stopile di-account. Nna le go ke bolela biana I only will have one account ya clothing ne just go gore tsatsi leo ke senang tšhelete ke kgone go apara go ya ka moteng. Ke na le a ke ne credit card, I had a credit card ke ile ka e cancela because e ke patela tšhelete e ile gore e nka patela koloi ka yona. So gona banong because of being called ba ngwala mangwalo gore you can buy for this much, re ba excited, and then because re compare le batho re tsene mo dikolotong and go pala go patela they will come and repossess. So re tshwantse re ithute go koba dilo tse dingwe. Di credit card a e botlhokwa, lebele di account tse ntši ga di botlhokwa. As long as I'm still strong, I will work. And even the businesses that I have, as long as I can still do it, then I will do it. Yes, because a lot of people, we always hide behind taba gore ke lapile. No, I believe in the principle ya gore work and work and work until it pays. And then if it doesn't pay you, why should you stop working?
My name is Hazel Fredericks. Ek is van Johannesburg. I worked as a secretary, I worked as a bookkeeper, I worked as a personal assistant, and that was my life. I learned to do shorthand and typing, and that set me off in to go out and work as an office worker. And I always seen myself as this lady sitting behind a desk and a typewriter. And that was fulfilled. Because of my experience as a bookkeeper and looking after other people's finances, I applied most of those things to myself. Where I looked and I'd done the sums. If I had X amount of money, I knew the money that I put away would last me for 5 years, 6 years. And that's the money that I'm living on now. Well, after my retirement, I sold my house. And then the money that I got from my house, I sold it to my son-in-law. That I put aside, and I said that was going to be my retirement money, which it was. So then I was virtually homeless, and that's what got me looking around to get into a retirement place. And that had its own challenges, because when I went to the retirement places, you had to be put on a waiting list, you had to have a big deposit, and it was just not available. Then I went further and I thought, well, okay, my financial situation, or the money that I had put aside, wasn't sufficient to live in the upmarket or more expensive retirement places. I looked into Google. I said, well, I'm prepared to stay anywhere. And then this was the place that suited my budget. I was able to rent it, And this is why I'm here. Looking back where I am now, I think I made a right decision because I did my homework. I had taken out an annuity that would mature when I turned 60. And that money, I wasn't able to use it at age 60, but I made it available to mature when I was 65, when I decided to retire. And that money helped me to make the decision to say I would like to live an independent life. I didn't want to live over the top. I wanted something that was basic and that didn't cost me a lot of money. I have sufficient money to last me. When I turned 65, I did the sums to last me for 5 years until I turned 70. I am now 73 years of age, but I have still managed my money in a manner that will still continue to take care of me without having to be a burden to my children. When that money runs out, should I become ill, I won't be able to do it myself. I would have to reach out to family, friend, and my children, which is not the ideal situation for me. Otherwise, I would have to downscale from what I have got now and find something that's cheaper to make the money last maybe another 3 years. I was a breadwinner. I raised 2 kids by myself. So it was really living from hand to mouth. And in my later years, when I was earning more money, I could, and the kids were not a burden to me, then I could put my monies away, because the need wasn't as much as when I was raising them. So that was the money that I was able to say I could invest and put on the side. But I wasn't a good money manager either, because I found I spend a lot. I was on things that now, looking back, wasn't all that necessary. When you're in your 40s and 50s, that is your most productive years. And I can only look back and say that is a time where we should make arrangements for the 60s in terms of finances. As much as you've got money, there must be a cutoff where you say, I'm going to make the sacrifice so that this can be for when I turn 60 and I retire. And I do think it's important. Simply because then you do have that freedom of saying, this is where I want to stay. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do when I get to that time. My advice to young people to be debt-free is not to get caught up in the whole thing of getting credit. Because credit, first of all, involves lots of extra expenses. And you're actually spending money that you don't have. When young people go in to buy houses and motor cars, they must also do the sums right. And a lot of people say, well, okay, I'm earning X amount, I can afford to buy a motor car. But then they haven't looked at what they're still owing on other things, the credit card, the store accounts. They're not looking at that. And then when they start adding all the things that they pay every month, they actually paying out more than what they're earning, and this is where you're getting deeper into credit. And then, we all go and we expect that we can live from an allowance we get from the government. And that's not sufficient, because if you've been used to doing all those things, living on credit, and now you still don't have money, and the only money you've got is very little that doesn't buy much, and that puts a very big burden as you get older.
Mina ngumam Joyce Khoza wase-Meadowlands, Zone 6 Meadowlands. Ubabam kade ku-bishop. My mother was a reverend. At home besiyi-16. So indaba ze-budget bezaziwa umama nobaba. Okwethu nje bokuya esikolweni sijabule sikhera, besithengisa otamatisi, singene ezindlini house to house. Ubaba ongizalayo wayesithengela isaka lamazambane, lekhabishi, utamatisi, uanyanisi, athi imali yakho yokuthenga into zakho zangaphansi. Kubazali bami ngifunde ukuthi fanele wazi umuntu. Uyabona kithi besiyi-16 but besilala siyi-56. Angithi ubaba was gifted. So ukuze abantu from Natal, from kuphi, from lana kugcwele manje masolala fanele silala e-kitchen, dining room, yabona. And ngeke sithi hayi baba silala kabuhlungu. And nalabo bantu mabafika fanele thina sibasherele. Umsunguli we-Stockfella when days are dark, friends are few. Ukuze ngisiqale le society besinenkinga kule ndawo engihlala kuyo, ne? Kade kunomndeni boshonelwe ubaba, so kade banganamali. And then njengomama ophiwe isipho sokukhulumisana nabantu, ngangena umuzi nomzana. Sasiqala nge-20 rand. Wathenga igrosa yakule ndlu leyo. Bona ke base bayaqhubeka ngokunye. Wabekwa ubaba kwadlulwa. Ase siba nezinto esizi-edayo ukuthi kungcono sithengelana izitsha, sithengelana amapoto, sithengelane izinto nje ezizosebenza makunesifo. Manje sesi-extende ukuthi sakhelana ama-room. Mina sebangakhele yami 3 room down. Mina ke ngiyisa phezulu. Kuzoba ama-room e-crash fa. Akusi income izongena nge-crash kuma-room. Downstairs and here ngithi ngizodilizana la. And here kuzobe i-crash. So yazi itora ngithi kunalento zama-competition, ngangena ngabhala, ngawina fana, ngawina ku-Sunlight, ngatholana noJabulisile. Wathi gogo ngicela ukuthi ngikuhlanganise nomunye usisi abathi ubusi, udila ngeStockfella. I was alone the first day mangiya kuye, besiya khona lapha eRockville. Ile wangithumelela khona mangifike ngitshela mina nguMakhoza when days are dark, friends of you in a Stockfella.
Stockfella Academy, it's a platform for educating Stockfella members about various things that affect them. One of the main focus being on financial education, even though we don't limit to financial education. But because Stockfella is about money, it's about saving, and it should be about investment as well. So I felt that it's important to actually create a platform where we can get different stakeholders engaging with Stockfellas, to empower them in terms of knowledge, how to actually build or create wealth from themselves, using the money that they save. So the Stockfella Academy, it embraces everyone, not necessarily people who belong to a Stockfella, because there are some people who are not members of Mahotla or the Stockfella. Some of them, they don't really understand what is this Stockfella thing all about. Some of them, they've got a desire to be part of the Stockfella. So the academy, amongst other things, would be to educate people about the value and the challenges of being a member of a Stockfella. Bonkgono be re engageang le bona ke yo gogo o golang, social grant. Ki gogo who has been probably a domestic worker. Some of them, were professionals like retired nurses, retired teachers. These are the senior citizens who've been part of the Stockfella for many, many, many years.
The Stockfella Academy bayasikhulisa ukuthi sikwazi ukusave imali.
If we accept the principle that says wisdom is housed within the senior citizens, these are the people who've seen it all. These are the people who've probably made mistakes in their lives. These are the people who've probably done well for themselves. So it is important actually to engage with senior citizens in terms of, financial wellness, to understand, to get into their headspace, what is it that they can teach.
Ngizothi financially secure. Mangifa njengani zami ngiyosishela umcebo angeke ngibashiye bayintandane, especially the last one ngiyabhadala 500 and something per month. Ngiyithukuthuku zami angiphiwa abantwana ngilo mama mina, noma ungababuza bazokutshela ukuthi ungame mawuthi imali athi I've got this.